My name is Ed Ventura. I am here on behalf of the El Barrio/Bronx chapter of the New York Boricua Resistance, and we are a formation of grassroots people's organizations made up of Boricuas and allies in the diaspora dedicated to educating, organizing, and mobilizing for a free and anti-capitalist Puerto Rico. With that said, it has been 125 years. How many of our leaders who struggle for independence have to be murdered, incarcerated, and tortured by the U.S. government? How many women have to be sterilized to prevent the growth of our population? How much of our land and ecosystem has to be destroyed for capitalist profit? How many power outages do our people have to bear through? How many schools and hospitals have to be shut down? How many gag laws have to be put in place? And how many lives do we have to lose every time we get hit by a hurricane? How many of these hearings do we need to truly determine whether or not we should be independent? It's ridiculous. This will be my first and my last time attending something like this, because I am of the belief that people's freedom, especially Puerto Rican people's freedom from colonialism, is not a matter that is up for discussion, nor should be decided through bourgeois electoral politics and plebiscites that are contingent on the decisions of the government and imperial power that has been oppressing us for over 100 years. Pedro Albizu Campos said it himself. If voting worked for Puerto Ricans, the Yankees would have banned it. The oppressor never has and never will be the guide to the true liberation for our people. And I hope those little brain cells working in the minds of those who believe in statehood can get that in their heads. You do not defeat colonization through statehood. Statehood is how you complete your colonization. Our national identity, the reason we wave our flag, the reason we sing, Yo soy Boricua, pa que tú lo sepa, was not because the United States welcomed us into this nation with open arms. They have tried to wipe us along with our identity off the face of the earth, and we have fought to keep that alive, whether we was in Louisa or Louisiana. Statehood would only bring us another step closer to that. The track that Puerto Rico has been on will eventually lead to our homeland no longer belonging to any Puerto Ricans. So the people who believe in statehood can do some more Googles and look at what the censuses have been saying for the past decades. As good old President Joe Biden once said to his donors, nothing will fundamentally change. And if you stand for statehood, that is exactly what you are standing for. And until we have the right to our self-determination, nothing will change. And as a Boricua who grew up in the Bronx, I can tell those who are in favor of statehood have never, ever seen the hoods that are within the state. This passport, that passport will not change our conditions. We can't even prevent ourselves from being kicked out of our own neighborhoods over here. People from the diaspora still face poverty, food insecurity, and state-sanctioned violence from the biggest gang in this country, the police. The life of wage slavery under American capitalism has put our diaspora in the face of all ills of life here or there. We can even look at Hawaii or the struggles of folks in Flint, Michigan, or Jackson, Mississippi to determine that our struggles are not unique to us, nor are they because we are not a state. This is something that is not debatable. Assata Shakur said, no one is going to give you the education you need to overthrow them. No one is going to teach you your true history, teach you your true heroes. If they know that knowledge, that will help you set you free. And it's time, it's overdue, that we get control of our history. Revolución o muerte, que viva Puerto Rico libre. And I also find it extremely shameful that I have to have respect or decorum for a fucking bum-ass statehooder or anyone who is not in favor of my people's independence. There's been no respect.
I thank the petitioner for his statement.